Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back for more Pokemon Soul Silver. When I last left you guys, we just made it into Olivine City, and I am planning on tackling this lighthouse here. Because there's a whole bunch of trainers to fight. Is this guy one of them? No, I guess he's not. The goal here is to train up our party to a reasonable respect so that we can go tackle the Eckertique City Gym. This is no place for playing. Who the heck said I was? But yeah, I want to make sure my team's at an adequate level. This is the first time we run into a gentleman. I do like that sprite quite a bit. I like how they have a Pokeball and a chain in lieu of like a pocket watch, which is really interesting if you ask me. We're going to let Vulpix stay in and Confuserate this thing. Throws up a Reflect, huh? Interesting. Now, strangely, I don't really have anything that's good against a normal flying type. Fighting would be neutral, which I guess is reasonably okay. I don't have an electric or ice or anything, so... Or rock, for that matter. Although, if I brought Pseudo-Widow with me, I would have rock, but that's okay. We'll Confuse and Burninate it. And it'll hurt itself, ironically enough. And then it will be caught in its own face with Burning. And, you know what? Let's have Vulpix just stay in for this. If I can reduce his defense low enough, that will be ideal. A Peck, eh? That's not going to be super powerful. You know, I've always wanted to try using a Noctowl, too. I've never done that before, but I think they're fairly interesting to use. At least they would be at any rate. They get Psychic-type moves, which is kind of cool, but they're normal flying, so they don't have any of the weaknesses of Psychic-type Pokemon. Although, Psychic's weaknesses are a little strange, honestly. I don't think it gets any good Psychic-type moves. I think the best thing it learns is, like, Confusion or Future Sight or something like that. But it is pretty nifty otherwise. Let's go ahead and confuse it one more time. Speaking of confusion, Vulpix should be able to take that, no problem. Yeah. Now, fighting something that's 2 levels, or I guess 1 level lower than me. Never mind. I thought it was 21, or 20 still. This should give me a decent chunk of XP, I would imagine. Let's see how a Quick Attack does, now that his Reflect is gone and he's 2 Tail Whips into the wind here. Oh, wow, that did it. Alright, I could have just led with that. Oh, well, that's alright. 763. Oh, just shy. Bummer. That was a lot of XP, though. Holy smokes. Shall we trade phone numbers? I'm good, thanks. Well, I mean, that is statistically true. Okay, what does Mom have for me now? Let's see. Found a useful item while shopping. Well, I'll go check and see what it was once I'm done here. Thanks, Mom. Let's keep climbing here a little bit. This is a Sailor. Definitely don't want Vulpix fighting anything water-type. Men of the Sea are always spoiling for a good fight. Well, isn't that wonderful? Now, I'm trying to decide what I want to put on my team as far as, like, a good water type, because I'm currently lacking that, and I haven't quite decided what I want to include. I'm leaning toward maybe if I can find a Shelder. Like, that'd be cool. I've never used a Cloyster before, either. And I would not be opposed to the idea, because I'm told that Cloyster is actually quite good. Very physically, very tanky. Especially, I'm not so great, probably, but it is also part Ice-type, which means it would get, like, Stab Ice Beam, or, like, Icicle Shard, or something to that effect, and that would be really nice to have. So, I'm leaning towards something like that. I was considering maybe a Psyduck, too, but given that I've got Drowsy in the party, and I've got potentially going to have Extra Sensory on a Vulpix later on, I think I'm going to be good on Psychic typings, and it doesn't even get Stab from those. I'm not even sure Psyduck Golduck is even all that great to begin with. Flamethrower, perfect. Yes, we're going to have you forget Tail Whip just because it's utterly kind of pointless for you. So glad my Vulpix finally has a Bloody Fire move. Awesome. That'll be great for later. And we're going to train up Bayleaf here because Lord knows I need to get my starter up to a reasonably good level. The idea behind Bayleaf, too, is it's supposed to be tanky, so I think we'll just keep Bayleaf in here right now. Although I need to get my Ekans trained up still. I want to have an Arbok for Morty, if I can at all help it. Like I said, I'm not expecting that Arbok is going to be super useful given how slow it is. It's going to get outsped by every Ghastly Haunter and Gengar in there. And I don't think it's super vulnerable to, like, Shadow Balls or something like that, but it's probably going to get wrecked by status moves too, so I don't know. It'd be nice to have at any rate. I think it learns Crunch at level 22. Why does everybody in this tower want my phone number? You guys are creeps. Alright, moving on. We're going to trade out and put Ekans in the front line. Now that I've got Vulpix trained up to where I want it. It's also holding charcoal, I remember, too, so that's going to be great. I'll do extra powerful fire-type flamethrowers. I'm not staying here to gawk. I'm here to kick your butt, as a matter of fact. Birdkeeper Theo, eh? Well, enjoy an Ekans. Along with an Intimidate in the process. Let's see if I can... I'm just going to paralyze. I'm going to lead with What did I just say? I'm going to lead with paralysis. Or miss in the process. That's cool, too. Whirlwind, huh? Lovely. Gotta love that whirlwind nonsense. Don't pull out Whooper. Oh, Bayleaf. Well, that's fine. I'll stick with that, I guess. In that case, have some leaves in your face. Yes, you resist them, but I can almost 2-hit KO this thing. Not quite. Yeah, your Gust is not super great because of my bulky tankiness and your pathetic special attack. Great combination. So, as I was mentioning earlier, I haven't quite decided what kind of water type I want on my team yet. I'm leaning toward a couple of different options. There's plenty of choices. Water type is the most prolific type in the game, so obviously lots of options. We're going to throw up a Reflect, and I'm going to trade out back to Ekans, I think. Actually, maybe I'll throw a Razor Leaf at it first, too, just to make sure. Then Ekans can, like, one-shot it with a Bite or something. All the leaves in the world. Alright, yep, that should do it. And as long as this thing doesn't whirlwind me again, which would be incredibly obnoxious and irritating. Certainly not outside the realms of possibility, given how just annoying these games like to be, for me, or at least in my case. Nope, just going for the tackle. That's fine. You go ahead and do that. Not even a quick attack. It still knows tackle, of all things. Do I outspeed these Pidgeys? That's pretty interesting. Ekans isn't even all that fast. I'm looking forward to when it finally becomes grown up and Arbok-ish. Level 19. Well, definitely want to paralyze this one. Quick attack. That's going to be a problem because quick attack will still go first even if he's paralyzed. Unless he's fully paralyzed. Then he doesn't get to do anything. Reflect wore off. Oh, that was with Reflect. Jeez, I forgot about that. Let me drop a Screech on him, too. That'll make things a little easier. I can probably 2-hit KO him with a Bite after one of those. And he's fully paralyzed. Awesome. I think Screech is very undervalued as a competitive move. Being able to double stage drop your opponent's defense is incredibly valuable, if you ask me. Still fully paralyzed, so this will finish him off. That's a nice level 19 worth of experience here. 223, not too shabby. More Pidgeys. This guy just had nothing but Pidgeys. Watch, he'll have like one Spearow at the end or something. Or maybe even a Pidgeotto. That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind if he had a Pidgeotto. Your tackle missed. My Bite probably won't. And I go first. I forgot about... I keep neglecting my Quick Claw, too. It's actually incredibly valuable when properly executed. I think Quick Claw is also very undervalued. In addition to... what did I say was undervalued before? Wow, I totally blanked. That's okay. Wow, critical one-shot. Nice job. Ekans is doing pretty okay. I'm actually kind of proud with how this turned out right now. I'm really glad I kept him around. There was a time where I really was not sure. Mom's calling me again. Apparently I'm making a boatload of cash in here. Yeah, I'll stop by and grab it. Give me a break. Alright, cool. Moving on. Let's climb the ladder. More people. Perfect. Now this part always confused the crap out of me when I first came here in this remake, because that window that's right there isn't actually a window, it's a door you can go out to the outside of the lighthouse on. That wasn't the case in the original, so I'm like, wait, where do I go? There's no, it's a dead end, like what's going on? It wasn't a dead end, I'm just dumb. So, at any rate, well, as we intimidate one another, I will glare this thing. Hopefully I can pull it off. Growlithe's a little scary. Yep, there we go. I think Glare is also very undervalued as a move. Just, it's not quite as good as like Thunder Wave, but the fact that it works against Electric-type Pokemon is, I think, incredibly valuable. How did I miss with Screech? Does Screech have an accuracy value? I guess it does. But if I can take this Growlithe down, that'll be really nice. Alright, he's fully paralyzed. Awesome. Let's go for some biting. Might be able to 2-hit KO him after a Screech. Oh yeah, totally. As long as I don't get burninated in the process here. Well, I definitely go first. As long as I don't miss, we got him, I think. Nope. not missing. Yep, there he goes. Certainly going to want to heal up after that one, though. And of course, that really obnoxious dinging sound telling me that I'm almost dead. Acid. I think I'll drop Poison Sting for Acid. Oh, it's special? It's 40 power? Nah, it's still better than Poison Sting. Screw it. We'll get rid of that. Unfortunately, I don't think Ekans' special attack is anything too spectacular. Probably isn't even that good at all. Alright, seriously, with the chiming is just driving me bonkers now. My attack goes down again, so let's... I visited a vending machine, by the way, while I was doing some grinding, and loaded up on water and pop and lemonade, so I am stocked up on healing items for the foreseeable future. He's just going to keep embering me into death, which is great. At least he's not burning me just yet. And Glare misses, of course, and he goes for another ember. Awesome. Oh, lovely. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we switch out then, because I don't want to deal with that garbage. Yeah, my team is actually kind of vulnerable to fire, aren't they? I guess Vulpix isn't. Let's go Heracross. I'll just punch this thing to death. No, I lied. We're gonna go Drowsy. Drowsy's got really high special. I'll go if this thing knows Bite. I just realized as I switch in, and he's gonna kick the crap out of me with that. Because as I mentioned previously, I'm not impressed with Drowsy right now. He's not doing anywhere near as well as I would have liked him to. He's not using Bite yet. Looks like he's going for the OHKO by dropping my defense first. Oh yeah, I had Hypnosis miss 7 times in a row earlier, so that was really cool. This game just absolutely hates my guts, apparently. There we go, we got one off. Might be able to just headbutt this thing to death or something. We'll see how that goes. Sleep is kind of one of those things where it's nice because they're not doing anything, but it also isn't super reliable because they could wake up at any moment and just utterly decimate you. Well, maybe I can 3-hit KO him with a headbutt. It's not too bad. Unless he wakes up and bites me after 3 Leers, I'll just go down immediately. Nope, he's still asleep. Perfect. Well, that makes things a little easier. Full Restore? What the smoke? Who packs a full Restore when you're just a generic trainer? I'm gonna go for another headbutt. That'll at least put him down to almost dead. Here comes the Ember. Really? He's going for Ember after leering me 3 times? Oh, there's the burn. Awesome. Whatever. I'm just gonna confuse him and kill him. Somehow I'm faster than this thing. Drowsy's incredibly slow. I'm not really sure how that even works. Even if I am 4 levels higher than him, it still doesn't make a great deal of sense to me. But anyway, that takes him down. Alright, well, let me see about healing up Mr. Ekans here. I do have a lot of water and a lot of pop. So as I mentioned before, those fresh waters are so good. They restore as much HP as a super potion, but cost like a quarter as much. It's ridiculous. Like, there's really no point to not use them, other than the tedious fact of you can only buy them one at a time from the vending machines, which is annoying. However, I learned something new when I was buying stuff from the vending machine that I never experienced before, because I go through and buy all that stuff every single time I play through because they're just so good and optimal, but I bought at one point a can of soda pop, and it's like, you know, thunk, here comes the can, it comes out, and then it's like, bonus, another second can came out too. So you get 2 for the price of 1, and I'm like, that can happen? I had no idea, but it's just like in real life when every once in a while from vending machine you'll get 2 things instead of 1, and it's always awesome. But I didn't know that could happen in this game, and I was really surprised and also very happy about that, because I got a free one. Fun fact, too, I've actually, I think this happened a few years ago. I was at, on my college campus, I was grabbing something on the vending machine. Like, you know, it's just a Coke or something. But anyway, out comes like 5 of them, one after the other. I think I might have broke the machine or something, but I ended up with like 5 or 6 bottles of Coke, and I'm like, well, okay. So you're gonna probably think I'm lame for this, but I actually went up to the little what do you call it? The little corner cafe place that maintains the vending machine, and I'm like, so I just got like 6 Cokes for the price of 1 out of here, and I don't like what do you want me to do? And they're like, whatever, you can have them. So I was like, sweet, all right, cool. I ended up giving them most of them to my coworkers while I was there, but more rare candies, cool. I'm like, yeah, I really can't drink 6 Cokes by myself. That would be kind of weird. So it was a fun story, though. I liked that a lot. It was a good day. moving on. Let's see what we got here. I think this is another... Yeah, it's another sailor. Not really sure what he's got. The thing about sailors is you don't know if they're actually going to have water-type Pokemon or if they're going to have, like, fighting types. Like Machops or something. It's kind of hit or miss. Krabby. Yeah, that's water-type. Strangely enough, I do know my typings. Oh, Hyper Cutter. Nice. He negates my Intimidate. Well, in lieu of that, I'm just going to glare you and bite you to death. Or I'll miss with my glare first. Vice Grip, huh? You don't see that every day. Oh man, I forgot how high Krabby's attack is. Krabby's actually got really high attack. Kingler especially, too, with that Crab Hammer. Hits like a truck. It's something that people think about. It's like, oh yeah, Krabby and Kingler, they're water types, whatever. But it's like, no, they hit like beasts. I'm going to go for a Screech and drop his defense, actually, before I start biting him. Although if he keeps up that Vice Grip nonsense, Bubble Beam, huh? I don't think his special's super high, Krabby. Yeah, it's not that great. Let's go for some bitey time. It's biting time. I think his defense is fairly good, too. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. Oh, that might kill me. Oh, not quite, but pretty close. Let's use some more water, shall we? Have some water, Ekans. Delicious, refreshing water. His HP's not that high, is it? He's not even at 50 and he's level 20 already. Like, that's not super great. I mean, it's not abysmal either, don't get me wrong, but I would prefer him to have a little more HP than that. I imagine once he evolves to Arbok, there'll be a nice considerable jump, as is usually the case. I mean, not every time, but I think that is going to be the case with Ekans at any rate. We'll see. I'm willing to believe that is the case. Alright, that is a Krabby down. That's a good chunk of experience. We're almost there. Another Krabby. Alright, whatever. Same. Is this one higher level? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, let's glare it first. Paralysis is just too valuable. That's gonna hurt. Ow. Yeah, that really hurt. Okay, well, I can only take one of those, maybe two, before you need to heal, so that's cool. I'm gonna have to hope that he's gonna be fully paralyzed here at least once. So I can drop a Screech on him first. Nope, there's another Vice Grip right away. Alright, I can take one more of those before I need to heal again. So here comes the Screech. And then 2 bites should finish him off, I hope. There's a fully paralyzed. Perfect. Let's see how this does. Oh, just shy of 2-hit KO after a Screech. That's annoying. Don't like having to plow through my water like this, but, I mean, it was cheap. I can go get more later. It's not like it's a big deal. I've been getting a boatload of money from beating all these trainers, too, so that's nice. Oh, crap. That's super effective. Did the other one just not know that? Probably not. I bet you it learns at, like, level 19 or 20. It's kind of odd that he had that the whole time and didn't use it until just this minute. Yeah, it is what it is. Well, he's hardening, so we're going to go for a special move because I can, and it's Stab. Have some acid. Delicious. That should be level 21, yep. And Ekans evolves next level, so if we can get Arbok before we leave the tower, that would be awesome. That is going to be my goal here, ultimately, I believe. More money for Mom. What is in this item ball? An Ether. It is still... I do think it's really irritating that you can't actually buy Ethers or Max Ethers or Elixirs or anything. Those seem like they'd be kind of useful, but nope, they don't want you to have them, apparently. Hopefully this guy doesn't have 5 Pidgeys like the last one did. He's got 3 of something. Spearow! Cool, I like Spearow. And down goes your attack. Intimidate's just really valuable. I like Intimidate quite a bit. It's always a toss-up for me, like, because Arcanine is my favorite Pokemon, as I've mentioned before. And I like trying to make a decent competitive build for it, even though it's not really all that great in competitive. I think it's like in the underused tier at the best of days. But I have a hard time deciding between what ability I want to give it, because Flash Fire and Intimidate are both really, really good. I think I generally prefer Intimidate in the long run, honestly. But being able to switch into a Fire type move you know is coming and absorb it and get an attack increase is really nice with Flash Fire. Although I guess there are Pokemon that make better use of that than Arcanine, I suppose. So Intimidate's just really nice to have. And the fact that there's, I mean, there's a decent number of Pokemon that get Intimidate, but the fact that Arcanine gets it is just really cool. Obviously, it doesn't do a whole heck of a lot against Pokemon. What in the crap? Holy smokes, that Fearow just kicked the crap out of me. Okay, well, that's not cool. I guess we're going to go Heracross here. Now, that being said, Heracross is probably a bad idea, because if it knows Drill Peck or something, I'm screwed. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Wow, my team's got a fairly decent flying weakness, doesn't it? I really need to get like a rock or a steel type or something out here. We'll go Brick Break because it's stab and it's neutral damage. Aerial Ace is not quite as strong as this is going to be, so... Thank God for having something with sky-high attack that I can kind of rely on in a pinch. Oh yeah, my Shell Bell, I forgot all about that. Pursuit, eh? That's an interesting choice for a fighting-type move. Or a fighting-type Pokemon, I should say. Alright, get wrecked, son. Okay, so that was cool. Got my butt kicked squarely inward by this Fearow, so that's cool. Probably level up from beating that Fearow, though. Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't mind getting Heracross a little higher level up, too, just because I gotta take on a freaking Gengar, and I don't think I'm ready for that. I know I keep bringing up Morty's Gengar, and it sounds like it's absolutely horrifying and terrible, and the problem is, it is. In the original Gold and Silver, it wasn't anywhere near as bad, because it knew Shadow Ball, but it was a physical move back then. And at the time, Gengar was still vulnerable to ground-type moves. In this gen, it's neither. Shadow Ball is a stab special move, and Gengar has a stupidly high special attack and really fast. So, and it's not vulnerable to ground any longer. So yeah, I'm very scared of that thing for a good reason. At any rate, we're gonna go climb through the rest of the tower next time and hopefully get to the top. And once everybody's all squared away, we're gonna head back to Ecruteak and take down the gym. And we'll see if we can't get that done next time. So thank you all very much for watching up to this point. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys next episode. Until then, this has been Seraphin. Stay classy, internets.